Shalom, shalom, לכולם. שלום, רבנית אלישבע. שלום, שלום. זום. Shalom, shalom. So I've sent the text in the Telegram group for the Zoom. People who are on Zoom. So you can just go in the pictures of the picture I've sent. Like this, you can follow the text because I will share the screen from the other stream application, which is basically on live on Facebook and on YouTube and so on. So let's start. On va commencer. So basically, we are almost in the 9th limud of Chukei Nashim. On est dans le 22e cours des Houkei Nashim. Et on avance bien. We move forward and we move good. And the purpose, like you know, Sam Rabbi Temuna. And the purpose, shalom, shalom. And the purpose, like you know, is really to give tools to these new generations of women. Le but, c'est vraiment de donner des outils à cette nouvelle génération de femmes. To let them know how they can behave, which tool they can use to be strong in front of the challenges of our generation. Leur donner en fait les outils, qu'elles puissent voir, qu'elles puissent savoir les outils qu'il y a dans notre Torah pour faire face aux challenges de cette génération. That's why you will see that all this limud will be a book basically where we're going to comment page after page all the words of the Ben Ishai by bringing summary of all the limud we have done. Donc ça donnera lieu à un livre. Ce livre-là, ce sera les commentaires de chaque page que nous avons étudié du Ben Ishai. Et comme ça, nous pourrons laisser une œuvre pour la postérité. Like this, we can leave a mark for the next generation who's going to come. Okay, can I help you for the reading? Okay. It's from here. Let me give you the book.
Oh, sorry.
It's here. So I share my screen with you on YouTube link and on Donc, je partage mon écran. That's it. So here's the text. Okay, you read in English, I will be reading in French.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you can start. Yeah, chapter 31. Chapitre 31. Yes.
Listen to my word and accept my message, dear women. It is well known that the effect of anger are harmful in every sense of the word, both in this world and in the next. Women who are naturally quick to anger, or even the most insignificant thing, are disliked by everyone, and as a result, miss out on many opportunities in life. In addition, the trait of anger takes its toll on one's health. In the spiritual terms, the sages teach that a person who is easily angered distances himself from God and his Torah. This is especially true of a person who in his anger held an object from his hand and shatters it. Concerning such a person, the sages say that anyone who becomes angry is akin to an idol worship.
Yes, continue.
Although it is true that the degree to which a person succumbs to anger is dependent on his natural disposition, something which is not in man's control. It is the evil inclination which actually set off the explosion. Countless numbers of times, every day, the evil inclination makes every effort to induce people to feel anger. Therefore, it is incumbent upon every individual to formulate a plan to outsmart and defeat this most vile enemy. Now, of course, this in itself is not sufficient ammunition with which to fend off the powerful and crafty evil inclination, which is a long record of victories throughout the centuries. Still, once one embarks on this path and make a decision to observe the mitzvot outlined in the Torah, Hashem will assist him. Then with this heavenly help, he is bound to succeed in subduing feelings of anger.
Donc il dit comme ça. Le titre en français, on est sur la colère et la honte. Il dit comme ça. C'est like this, il dit comme ça. Il dit en français, je vais commenter aussi en version English. Écoutez, mesdames, et comprenez ces paroles. Vous savez que la colère engendre des malheurs pour les êtres dans ce monde de leur vivant et même après cela. C'est keep in mind that when you fall in anger, quand vous tombez dans la colère, les conséquences sont ici et après la mort. Consequences are here and even after death. The question will be how? How come? So c'est comment ça se fait? We're gonna see. Il dit, or la femme d'un tempérament irascible et qui s'emporte à la moindre chose, qui n'accepte pas les paroles et ne les supporte pas, passe ses jours dans la colère et perd de tous les côtés. Seems to say that woman's inclination is to be angry. Il semblerait que la nature de la femme serait d'être colérique. Why? The question is, what is anger? C'est quoi la colère? We're gonna take time to try to describe it. Because for the Ben Ishraï, it seems to be a natural state that you will find in every woman. Il semblerait que pour le Ben Ishraï, ça soit un état permanent que tu trouves chez toutes les femmes. And I can even tell you that this is what bothers the most the men. Je peux vous dire en plus que c'est ce qui dérange le plus les hommes. When you feel and see that the woman in front of you is in anger. Quand tu vois et tu sens que la femme devant de toi, elle est en colère. Après, il dit, after he said, et c'est if you are in that stage, si tu es dans cette situation, tu perds de tous les temps, de tous les côtés. Parce que ta vie, tu l'as passée à être insatisfaite, et ce qui se passe après la mort, tu vas payer les conséquences de ce que tu as passé ta vie en étant insatisfaite. So basically, you pay in both sides. Because of your daily natural anger, you will spend your life to be unsatisfied. And after death, after 120 Bezrat Hashem, the consequences of that life that you are unsatisfied will be paid also. So you lose on both sides. Tu perds dans les deux côtés. C'est even not to question himself. He's so sure about what he's saying. Il ne se questionne même pas, il est sûr de ce qu'il dit. Après, il dit, en effet, la colère lui nuira et la détruira. C'est deux niveaux. Nuisance et destruction. Two levels. Is it the anger with thirst bother you and after it will destroy you. Elle rongera sa vie, la souillera et la repoussera. En particulier, Si tenant un objet en main, la femme en vient à le jeter dans sa colère, à le casser ou à le déchirer, sa faute est fort grande, aussi grave que si elle avait confectionné une idole et s'était prosternée. And he said, when you are in that case, quand tu es dans cette situation, tu dois savoir que tu te retrouves dans une colère où que tu manifestes dans les gestes. Basically, you find yourself in the place where you manifest your anger in actions. You broke things, you destroy, you throw things on the wall. Toute manifestation physique de la colère, every kind of physical manifestation of the anger, he said, make that anger worse. Rend la situation pire. And very, very heavy. Très lourd. At the point that we can say that you, by yourself, take some materials and made an idol and just bow down in front of it. Toi-même, tu as pris l'idole et tu l'as confectionné, tu t'es prosterné. So what is that anger? C'est quoi cette colère? Why people have anger? Anger can be manifest in many aspects. Some people, they handle themselves, they don't destroy or break things. Il y a des gens qui se manifestent. La colère peut être manifestée de différentes manières. Il y a des gens qui se contrôlent et qui arrivent à ne pas casser, déchirer des choses. So, okay. You succeed not to break anything. Okay, no problem. Good. There's other situation, basically, where you see people, they don't break, but they manifest sounds with the mouth. Or their way to do things, to feel that is anger. Les gens, ils vont pas casser, ils vont pas déchirer, mais ils vont faire des bruits, des sons qui vont manifester qu'ils sont en colère. All these things. It's not breaking, or destroying, but it's manifesting. Tu ne détruis pas, tu ne casses pas, mais tu manifestes. There's another level. Il y a un autre niveau. People don't broke, les gens ne cassent rien, don't make any sounds. It's with the eyes. C'est avec les yeux. You can see it sometimes with kids. When the kids feel that his father is in anger, you can see it just from the eyes. Vous pouvez voir ça avec les enfants. Quand un enfant regarde son père, il peut se sentir s'il est en colère juste avec ses yeux. And sometimes women are like that. You see that in that eyes that nothing sweet is coming out. Tu vois à ses yeux que rien de doux ne sort. There was another level. Il y a un autre niveau. You don't see anything broken. Tu vois rien de cassé. No sounds, no eyes looking, ni œil, ni regard, ni son. But it's stayed in the head. Ça reste à la tête, dans la tête. This will create a consequence. We're going to see it in 10 minutes. Ça va créer une conséquence qu'on va voir dans 10 minutes. So my first question for you is why for the Ben Ishrai it seems to be normal that you find women being trapped in that klipa of anger more than men. Comment ça c'est pour le Ben Ishrai? Les femmes sont constamment prises dans cette klipa plus que les hommes. What is behind? Qu'est-ce qui est derrière? Après, continue. Il est vrai que la colère fait partie de la nature de l'homme, mais il faut savoir que c'est le diable qui l'attise et l'enflamme. Il dit quelque chose de différent ici. Il dit, comprenez mes mots, je ne suis pas en train de dire que la colère n'existe pas chez les hommes. Il dit, understand my words. I'm not saying that anger don't exist in men's temper. Il dit, because anger is natural. Il dit, la colère c'est naturel. We saw it this afternoon. On a vu ça cet après-midi. In the 12 sense, you have rogez, which is anger. Dans les 12 sens que l'homme a, we don't have only 5 senses. We have 12 senses, according to our sage. On n'a pas que 5 sens, on en a 12. Dans ces 12-là qui sont cités, they are all holy. Ils sont tous bien. And one of among the 12 is rogez. Rogez is fury. Deep and very big anger. Rogez, c'est quoi? C'est une colère qui est une furie presque très profonde. So the question is, anger is not bad because it's among the senses given by Hashem. So how come here we talk about the bad aspect only? Comment ça se fait ici alors on parle que du mauvais aspect? C'est bizarre. He said something very deep. He said, even if anger is in the man's nature, because it's been created by the Holy One, même si c'est dans la nature de l'homme, you have to know that it's only the devil that bring that fire to be very, very intense. Et c'est que le Satan qui amène cette colère-là à s'enflammer. Meaning, I can have a deep anger, but if here I don't build anything. But instead of that, I create a behavior which will give an answer to that anger. Au lieu de ça, je ne réfléchis pas à quelque chose de négatif. On verra c'est quoi. Je ne regarde pas de manière négative. Je ne parle pas de manière négative. Je ne casse rien. Mais je construis un comportement qui sera une réponse de cette insatisfaction. Je m'en sors. I succeed to handle that anger. But if I don't succeed to build anything, I'll be falling. So how come women don't succeed to build anything? We call that pedagogy. It's like you see a kid, you try to teach him how to read. You say, hey, B, C, D. You ask him to repeat, he doesn't remember. So you have some parents that slap their kids at that moment. Il y a des parents qui à ce moment-là frappent leur enfant. Parce qu'ils enseignent le A, B, C, D et ils voient que l'enfant n'arrive pas à répéter. Donc ce sentiment-là de honte et de colère, this feeling of shame because it's your kid. You don't want to accept that your kid is slow. Tu ne peux pas accepter que ton enfant il est lent peut-être. What do? Slap. This is bad pedagogy. C'est la mauvaise pédagogie. Why? Because there's only bad teacher, not bad student. So every time you see people in anger, manifesting anger, looking with anger, reacting with anger, thinking with anger, just know one thing, they are your student.
They are your student.
Yes. À chaque fois que vous verrez des gens manifester de la colère, penser de manière colérique, agir de manière colérique, regarder de manière colérique, sachez une chose, c'est vos étudiants. Meaning, in that situation, you are the master. And he or she is the student in that case. Where do we go? Let's see. Il dit qu'attise et enflamme dans les cœurs des hommes et des femmes qui œuvrent sans cesse pour l'exciter 100 fois plus. C'est pourquoi il convient de renforcer le bon sens et la sagesse. C'est what help you to make the good pedagogy. Qu'est-ce qui t'aide à faire la bonne pédagogie face à la colère? Is wisdom and tuvuna, which is the reason, le bon sens. It's wisdom and tuvuna, which is wise, to be wise, and to be reasonable. That will help you to build the proper reaction when you are facing a situation of anger, or you start to feel that it's going out here, or anything else. C'est que la sagesse qui vous sauve le bon sens. Chacun doit déployer toutes ses forces pour leur faire prendre le dessus sur la nature et employer toute son énergie pour briser le diable. Puisse le Créateur, que son nom soit loué et glorifié, aider dans son infinie bonté chacun qui va dans sa voie et accomplit sa volonté. Puisse-t-il le délivrer des ruses du diable et de ses pièges. Quel
I will now tell you a relevant story from the from the Talmud, Bali. True friends, half in earnest and half in jest. We're in a disagreement about whether Hillel would succumb to anger if he was pressed sufficiently. In the end, they made the wager. If the one contending that Hillel would become angry could incite him to do so, he would win 400 zuz, an exorbitant sum of money in those days. If he would fail in his effort and Hillel would remain calm, then he would have to give an equal sum of money to his friend, who contended that Hillel would never succumb to anger, regardless of circumstances. And so it was that on Friday afternoon, shortly before the Shabbat, the fellow contending that Hillel was not infallible paid the great sage an unexpected visit. Standing outside Hillel's house, he watched and waited. The minute Hillel took off his clothes and went to bath himself in honor of the Shabbat, the man loudly called out the sage's name. Hearing someone is calling him, Hillel sweetly dressed and opened the door. The man began to ask Hillel's string of nonsensical questions, hoping to wear the great sage's patience down. Hillel, however, gave an intelligent reply to every question in a gentle, and the intelligent reply to every question in a gentle and self-composed manner. The man then took his leave, waited a few minutes outside the door until Hillel resumed his bath, and once again he began calling out to his name loudly. Again, Hillel, dressed, opened the door and calmly dealt with the troublesome characters in queries. This happened several more times, but to no avail. Hillel would not anger. In the end, the bothersome fellow himself became infuriated at his failure, and at the thought of his losing the 400 to he began to ridicule and told Hillel, but it's still no avail. This time, Hillel asked gently, "Why, my son? Because you have made me lose 400 zuz." The pathetic fellow answered back. Hillel answered back, "Consider for yourself, my son. It is better that you lose 400 zuz than that you find in Hillel one single unit of anger. Ponder the word of Shlomo Amelech. For the pressure of milk brings forth butter, and the pressure of nose brings forth blood. So the pressure of wrath brings forth the strife." Mishlei 33. Quote, "It is better to dwell in a desert land than with a quarrelsome and a vexatious woman. Be not rash in your spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosom of fools."
Qui dit, je vais vous raconter, mesdames, une histoire rapportée dans le Talmud Babli. Quelqu'un paria un jour 400 zouzim qu'il parviendrait à irriter Leilouye, le grand sage, le le maître, le grand doyen parmi les sages. Il alla chez lui un vendredi après-midi, alors que Hillel, la Zaken, avait déjà retiré ses habits et s'apprêtait à se laver. Il s'approcha de sa porte et appela le maître par son nom. Aussitôt Hillel enfila sa tunique, s'enveloppa et vint devant lui. Cet homme commença à lui poser toutes sortes de questions dénuées de sens et de valeur afin de l'irriter, de provoquer sa haine. Néanmoins, Hillel lui répondit avec douceur. L'homme s'en alla, puis revint à 2 reprises tenir au maître des propos provocateurs. Pour finir, il se découragea, lassé de son propre comportement, il s'emporta et insulta le maître. Mais Hillel ne se fâcha pas. Pourquoi tout ceci, mon fils lui demanda-t-il seulement. J'ai parié 400 ouzimes à ton propos et je viens de les perdre, avoua l'homme. Réfléchis à ce que tu fais, mon fils. Tu pourrais perdre 2 fois ton pari, car chez Hillel, il est impossible que tu trouves la moindre trace de colère, la moindre onde de souillure, nous dit le maître. Et le roi Shlomo de mémoire béni nous dit ce qui suit. Car la compression du lait produit du beurre, la compression du nez fait jaillir le sang, et la pression de la colère fait éclater les disputes. Mieux vaut demeurer dans un pays désert qu'avec une femme acariate et irascible. Ne cède pas trop vite à ton humeur irascible, car la colère est ta demeure au sein des fous. L'homme irascible excite des disputes, un tempérament paisible apaise les querelles. So why this example? Pourquoi cet exemple? I understand that Ben Ishai want to show to us here that sometimes situations happen from people against us to see our limit. This happens every day. Once you start to have position, your parents, your teacher, your rabbi, you're important in another world. Peu importe ce que à partir du moment où tu commences à avoir une situation où tu as des fonctions de représentation, tu es importante, les gens voudront toujours vous tester. C'est une première enseignement. People will always want to test you. Always. Sometimes it's for their own, sometimes because they will be used by the Satan himself. Des fois, c'est de eux-mêmes, des fois, ils vont être utilisés par le Satan lui-même. Why? Because to be in a position of a leader, être dans une position de leader, meaning father, mom, grandbrother, teachers, rabbi, or if you want, chief, president, CEO of a company, all these things. You can only succeed if no one can find anger in you or through you. C'est comme ça qu'il faut comprendre que la direction, le leadership, c'est forcément des tests pour voir si les gens eux-mêmes verront soit de eux-mêmes, soit en se faisant dominer par leur propre Satan, vous pousser à bout pour voir si réellement il y a quelque chose qui vous met différent et qui fait que vous méritez d'être au-dessus d'eux. Why all this? Because you have to show that your skills are higher than the average of people. So you have to be tested. Information took, we're gonna dig in a few minutes. On prend l'information, on va causer. So now you remember what I told you, that when you have anger here, for sure, we will have a way to see it being manifested. Si tu as une colère que tu gardes ici, c'est sûr qu'on va avoir une manière où ça sera manifesté. This is the next chapter. That's why I put them together. So let's see what he's saying. Ken Rabbi Yoga. Yeah.
The trait of laziness is harmful to all people, especially to women. A lazy woman is liable to destroy her household as well as to earn the hostility of her acquaintances. In contrast, an industrial woman who confidently agrees to perform any task imposed on her earns the respect of everyone with whom she comes into contact with, most of all her husband and the children. Similarly, There are some women who enjoy sleeping and who sleep so deeply that even drums would not wake them. Such women do well to over, such women would do well to overcome this desire, since in general the state of such women's home can be best described as out of control. Holy women, ponder the word of Shlomo Melech. Go to the ant, sluggard one, look on her ways, and become wise. She that has no prince, officer, or ruler provides in summer her provision, gathers in harvest time her food. How long, O sluggard, will you lie down? When will you arise from your slumber? A little more sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands in lying down, but then your poverty come like a robber, and your want as a man armed with a shield.
Continue. Dieu bien.
By the field, by the field of a slaughterful man, I once passed along, and by the vineyard of a man void of sense, and so long, it was all grown over with thorns. Needles had covered its surface, and the stone wall was broken down. And when I indeed beheld this, I took it to my heart. I saw it and received a warning. A little more sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands in lying down. But then will your poverty come like a robber, your want as a man armed with a shield. As a door turns upon its hinges, so does the slothful upon his bed. The slothful has hidden his hand in the dish. It wearies him to bring it back again to his mouth. As vinegar is to the teeth, and so is smoke is to the eyes. So is the sluggard to those that send him. Where there is no wise guidance, a people must fall, but it will obtain help through the multitude of counselors.
So c'est like this, je dis comme ça, en français. La paresse, laziness. La paresse est un mal pour les hommes et plus spécialement pour les femmes. One more time, like the hanger, it's on every kind of gender, but more on women. C'est plus sur les femmes. La femme paresseuse ruine le bon foyer. Tous la détestent et personne ne l'aime. So laziness basically destroys your relationship with people. So he said, we understand that what will be the consequence of anger kept here, laziness. How do I know you will see? C'est quoi la conséquence en fait d'une colère qui ne casse pas, qui ne parle pas mal, qui ne fait pas de bruit, qui ne regarde même pas mal, mais qui reste dans la tête, mais qui n'est pas constructive? C'est la paresse. Il dit, quand la femme zélée, elle est précieuse et fort importante, elle est appréciée de son mari et de sa famille, à toutes les tâches, elle consent. Il se trouve certaines femmes qui apportent la bénédiction à leur foyer du fait de leur zèle. D'autres, par contre, la détruisent par leur paresse. Le comble est la femme qui aime dormir. Le comble est la femme qui aime dormir et dont le sommeil est profond, lourd, si lourd que le tambour et les cymbales ne peuvent parvenir à la réveiller. Be careful about sleeping too much. You're going to see why. Because this is the only way where laziness is really at its top. The more you sleep, the more for sure you're lazy. Plus tu dors, plus c'est sûr que tu es lazy. De cette star dérivent toutes sortes de difficultés, des ennuis de tout genre, et sa maison se retrouve dans un état plus que pitoyable. Écoutez, mesdames, les paroles de nos maîtres. Le roi Shlomo dit, considérez ce qui rapporte et dit à propos des paresseux. Va trouver la fourmi paresseuse, observe ses façons d'agir et devient sage. Elle n'a ni maître, ni surveillant, ni supérieur, et elle prépare sa nourriture durant l'été. Elle amasse ses provisions au temps de la moisson. Jusqu'à quand, paresseux, resteras-tu couché? Quand sortiras-tu de ton sommeil? C'est look at the ants. Regarde le namal, la fourmi. No one is checking what he's doing, but he's doing. J'ai passé près du champ d'un paresseux, près du vignoble d'un homme privé de sens. Et voilà qu'il était tout envahi par l'ivraie. Les ronces en recouvraient la surface. L'enclos des pierres était en ruine. Je contemplais ce spectacle. J'y donnais mon attention. De cette vue, je tirais une leçon. Ah, dormir encore un peu. Rester un peu assoupi. Entrelacer un peu les mains pour reposer. Cependant, la pauvreté s'introduit chez toi comme un rôdeur et la misère comme un guerrier armé. Telle la porte tourne sur ses gonds, tel le paresseux sur son lit. Le paresseux introduit sa main dans le plat. C'est trop de fatigue pour lui que de le porter à sa bouche. C'est le vinaigre pour les dents. Ce que le vinaigre est pour les dents, la fumée pour les yeux, le paresseux, le lait pour ceux qui l'envoient. The lazy one is as damaging as the vinegar can damage the teeth and the smoke can really bother the eyes. Faute de direction, un peuple nord, un peuple tombe. Sa sauvegarde réside dans la multitude de ses conseillers. So all this seems to be very heavy. We have to make a summary. On va faire un résumé pour comprendre ce qui se passe. Vous allez comprendre. Avant de vous donner le texte du Hari, je vais vous expliquer ce qui se passe ici. See what's up. Said woman. You have two main struggles. Il y a deux combats particuliers que vous devez affronter. Premier, c'est la colère. The first is anger. Le deuxième, qui est une conséquence, which is the consequences of the first one, it's a laziness. La fainéantise. And he said it's in the nature of the man, but actually more on women. The question is why. I will not take all the texts because the texts are very long. I will just give to you a summary. Pourquoi ces deux choses-là qui semblent être dans toute personne sont plus prononcées chez les femmes? Why it's more women who are taken in the anger, which is real Avodah and laziness, which is destruction of the relationship. Destruction des relations, and also destruction of yourself, destruction de votre propre personne. This is the key to achieve the level of the women that our Torah admires. C'est les deux clés pour atteindre le niveau de ce que notre Torah aime de voir chez la femme. Why? It's like this. we know that when someone is really healthy in terms of spirituality, quand quelqu'un il est vraiment en bonne santé spirituelle, there's one obsession for him. Il y a une obsession pour lui. He wants to be appreciated by the other. Il veut être apprécié de l'autre. Mais no one lie to you. Que personne ne vous mente. If one day you don't care about what people think about you, you have a problem. Si un jour vous n'avez plus rien à faire de ce que les gens pensent de vous, vous avez un problème. It means that or you are here, or you are here, or you are in the both. Vous devez toujours être obsédé par une chose, vous rendre appréciable chez les autres. You have to be appreciated by the other. Without falling in flattery and so on, sans tomber dans la flatterie. But your natural behavior have to be, this man is appreciable. This woman, even if she keep the laws of limud and halachot properly, you never feel that she's a bad person. Make yourself appreciable. Se rendre appréciable. Comment ça commence? How it starts? How do you handle your anger? What is anger? It's people who always give orders and are not happy when their desires are not applied like they want. C'est quoi la colère? C'est des gens qui donnent des ordres et qui ne sont pas heureux quand les choses ne sont pas faites comme ils ont dit. What does it mean? You are a victim of your authoritarism. Tu es victime de ton autoritaire. Authority. En général, when you show authority to people don't appreciate you. En général, quand tu veux montrer de l'autorité, les gens ne t'apprécient pas. Why? Real authority is the other who gives it to you. La vraie autorité, c'est les autres qui te les donnent. Tu ne l'imposes pas. That's why Rabbi Chavita in Shara Kedusha, he said, anger is the same thing like ga'ava. Il te dit que la colère, c'est la chose que la ga'ava, la prétention. Meaning, how do you say ga'ava in English?
Pride.
Proudness.
Yes.
Yeah. Be careful, it's a proudness. Proudness and anger, same thing. Proudness. This is the same thing. So what's happened? We know Hashem is a very, very funny creator. He always puts you in the mirror of what you exige. What are your exigences in front of people? Il est très drôle. Il te met toujours face aux exigences que tu as. What is we call it mida keneged mida. C'est ce qu'on appelle mida keneged mida. It's like a thief for thief, eyes for eye. You do that, you do it. So what will happen? Qu'est-ce qui va se passer? You will become lazy. Tu vas devenir fainéant. And in that case, you will be the one who will make people crazy and they will have anger on you. Because if you ask to a mom, there's nothing worse than to have a daughter, a lazy daughter. Si vous demandez à une mère, il n'y a pas plus embêtant, plus fatigant, plus énervant que d'avoir une fille fainéante. Same thing for a father. When you're lazy, you basically brings people to be in anger. Quand tu es fainéant, tu amènes les gens à être en colère. So what's happened? Here you are producing anger, you are in anger, and here you bring the other to be in anger. So you pay double price. What you create by yourself here, you also put the price here. Because when you are the one who bring the other to fault, you also with them in the consequences of their bad actions. You share with them the price. Parce que quand tu étais en colère, on va t'amener en fait à pousser les gens à être en colère. Comme ça, tu payes avec les conséquences. Il va être en colère, tu vas dire, mais pourquoi tu es en colère? J'ai juste dormi. Non. Cette paresse-là, laziness,
brought someone to be in anger, so you will be sharing with him the salary of that anger that he built because of your laziness. So you pay here and here. And he had, on l'a masé, on l'a baba. The question, like I said, la question est, pourquoi c'est comme ça? Why is like this? And more on women and less on men. He said the keys is because here something is missing. Qu'est-ce qui manque ici? Wisdom. Wisdom is missing. C'est la sagesse qui manque. What does it mean wisdom is missing? It's simple. Because we know that women, they have to build their brain, what we call mochi. What is a woman? Like we saw last week, it's at the beginning only 6 sphirot. C'est quoi une femme? C'est au début que 6 sphirot. The less you build wisdom. What is wisdom? C'est quoi la sagesse? It's not to study. It's not wisdom. La sagesse, c'est pas étudier. The wisdom is the behavior you build from the wisdom, from the limud, from the study. C'est quoi la sagesse? C'est pas l'étude. La sagesse, c'est le comportement que tu construis à partir de l'étude. Meaning, to study don't make you wise. What makes you wise is when you force yourself to apply what you have read from the sages, the holy sages. C'est ça la sagesse. So most of the women, they don't study. La plupart des femmes n'étudient pas. So how do you hope that you can build wisdom? Some of them, they even tell to their husband, go and work, meaning don't study. Meaning the husband himself is not building any wisdom. So because you depend on him by hoping to receive your brains, your husband don't study. So this never come. Ça ne vient jamais. That's why women are more trapped than men. Because to exit yourself from the anger and the laziness, you need wisdom. It's not me saying, Ben have said. Dans le but de te sortir de la colère et de la paresse, tu as besoin de sagesse. And sometimes, when you're receiving, studying, now your husband wants to give you the wisdom behind what you have read. Des fois, quand tu étudies, maintenant ton mari, il va te donner la sagesse qu'il y a derrière ce que tu as lu. Most of the women, they don't accept. They say, just give me the text, I will understand by myself. The husband tells you, no, this is the way to understand this text. You have to build this and that from that perspective. What women do, they don't care. Why? Because they want to justify the bad behavior or the anger from their perspective. What they will say, no, I cannot say anything. I cannot be like this, like a stone in front of that situation. I have to react. I have to show that this house is held. You held the house. Without brain, you held the house. Okay. Do what you want. This is the main reason of divorce. C'est la raison principale du divorce. Why? Because husbands, they can handle many things. But to be with a disrespectful woman, it's something very hard for them to handle. When that disrespect is manifest by anger and laziness, they cannot afford it. They can, Rabbi, the house is dirty. La maison elle est sale. Rabbi, when she starts to scream,
I'm ashamed that the neighbor may hear. Alors, quand elle crié, j'ai peur que les voisins entendent. Rabbi, when she decided that she is not happy about my choice, she said, no more relationship. This is like this. You forbid to someone mitzvah. All this, it's anger and laziness because the brain are not built. Why? Because wisdom have not been passed. There's a lot of information in the Torah. Il y a beaucoup d'informations dans la Torah. But to know exactly how to apply them, believe me, it's very hard to know how to build the proper behavior. Croyez-moi, il y a tellement d'informations dans la Torah pour être capable de construire une manière de faire, de vivre la lacha qui correspond à tout ce que tu as lu. Croyez-nous, croyez-moi, c'est très difficile. It's very hard. So at least the one who study, the more he study, the more peace can come. So the question is, once you understand this, une fois que vous avez compris ça, et vous comprenez que la colère, l'autoritarisme, la paresse sont les conséquences logiques de l'absence de mochin. Once we understand that anger, laziness, which is an extension of anger, which is hidden basically, are the final result of you women missing brains. I'm not saying people who like to cut the video that women don't have brains. I'm saying that in the Kabbalah, brains have to be given in the union, the spirituality. For sure, women, they have brains. It's physical brains. The question is, with what do you fulfill it? C'est sûr que les femmes, elles ont un cerveau. Je ne suis pas en train de dire pas de cerveau. Je suis en train de dire avec quoi tu le remplis. So now, let's see what happened in that case. Regardons ce qui se passe ici pour que ça produise ça et que ça te mène à payer un double prix dans ta vie, in your life, et même après. So let's see what happened when you're in that case, creating that situation and paying double price here and after. What does it mean? What's happened? What are the process? Let's see. We're going to take Shar al-Ikutim. On va prendre Sefer al-Ikutim. Daf Shin Nun Vav. I'll send the picture in the group and I'll share the screen for the people who are on YouTube and Facebook. So look what the Rakadosh is saying. And we will be explaining all the questions we brought up. Et ça va expliquer toutes les questions qu'on a soulevées. Like this. Rashi Nun Vav. Siman Yud Aleph, second paragraph, is taking a pasuk from Mishle. Un pasuk des Proverbes. What said this pasuk? He said, Ve'aser ka'as melibecha. Remove from your heart any anger. Enlève de ton cœur tout type de colère. Ve'aver ra'a mebasrecha. And remove the ra from your flesh. Et enlève le ra de ta chair. What does it mean? Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Il dit, Be'inyan akas, the topic of anger, le sujet du kas, Aya Makpid Aravzal, he said it was a topic that Arakados was very, very strict. C'était une chose sur laquelle Arakados était très, très strict. Ve Omer, Shiour yoter mikol shar averot. Il dit, sache que la colère, c'est pire que toutes les fautes qui puissent exister. So you have to know that the anger is worse than every kind of sins that can exist. You take all the sins, no one is worse than anger. Tu prends toutes les fautes qui existent dans le monde, il n'y a pas une qui est pire que la colère. You say, what? If I kill someone, if I rape someone, shalom. Say, yes, it's not worse. C'est pas pire. Why? So you see suddenly, laziness become a big problem. Because I'm dealing here with something which is the worst of all the sins. Là, je suis en train de parler de quelque chose qui est le pire de toutes les fautes. Il dit, so why? Pourquoi? Il dit, Ve'aya noten tam. He was giving explanation, the reason why. Il disait une explication. Il dit qui? Elle kol shar averot enam machlefim aneshava. Il dit, look, first secret, premier secret. When you sin, no matter how huge was your sin, quand you kill someone, he said, your soul will be the same. Before and after your bad actions, before and after your sins, your soul inside of your body is the same. Tu as tué quelqu'un, tu as fait les pires fautes, et dis sache que avant cette situation et après cette situation, ton âme est la même. Et c'est but, et là, à Kaas Levad, il fait Kaas, non, the situation will be different. Avec la colère, with the anger, la situation est différente. Here's the topic. Ki kaasher yichos Adam mistalek mimenu an-neshama ateora asher bo. Il dit à partir du moment où l'homme se met en colère, from the moment that the man is falling, or in the case the woman is falling in anger, he say, your holy and pure soul goes away from you. You lose your soul. Il dit à partir du moment où tu te mets en colère, ton âme pure et tahor et kadosh s'en va de toi, te quitte. Hein?
If the soul is gone, what's left?
Look. V'techanes bo nefesh min achitzonim. Instead of that soul that you have lost, you will be given a soul from the devil side, from the klipot.
Wow.
On va te donner une neshama qui vient du côté ras des klipot. It makes sense. Why you become lazy? Why you don't? Because the opposite of laziness, le contraire de fainéant, c'est zrizout. Zrizout. I think zrizout is to be fast to do things. This is the characteristic of holy people. C'est la caractéristique des gens qui sont kadosh. Fais la face. Yeah. Ta. You do. If you see laziness, it's mean that in that person, the soul handling is a soul of tuma, the soul of impurity. C'est-à-dire que dans cette personne-là, la neshama qui agit, c'est une neshama d'impureté. Ah, Kadosh is saying. So look, ולזה, כל הכועס, חוכמתו ונבואתו מסתלקת ממנו. He said, that's why everyone who fall in anger, his wisdom and even his prophecy. You see, I'm just saying, telling you prophecy exists. It will exist, never stop. People say, oh, we know that prophet. How can you be a prophet? No, he said, look, you lose and your wisdom and your prophecy. Why? Because it's no more you. For sure. Your shape is the same. Your physicality is the same. You look like the same. But inside, it's rotten.
My friend of mine was saying to me, oh, my husband is evil. I said, no, you mustn't say that, but you're right.
Yes.
It is right.
Yeah.
Because he had that anger. So it was evil.
Exactly.
Wow.
C'est la même, c'est-à-dire qu'il dit quoi? À partir du moment où tu t'es mis en colère, même si tu t'es appelé un sage, même si tu t'appelais un prophète, cette colère-là, ayant enlevé ta neshama, tu n'es plus prophète, tu n'es plus sage du tout. And if you fall in anger, et si tu es tombé dans la colère, and the next hour, the next day, you feel, oh, I'm the same, I'm okay. It's because you even lost the sensitivity to feel that you're not the same. Tu n'as perdu même la sensibilité de voir que tu n'es pas la même. Because the sage never lies. Le sage ne ment pas. ואף אם יהיה חכם גדול וחסיד, c'est even if you're a huge wise man, tu es un חכם גדול, and even chassid, what is chassid? You are higher than the man we call tzaddik. What is a chassid? Is someone who has fixed all the bad values, all the bad morality, all the bad ethics. He achieved that level. If he falls on that stone of anger, lost everything. Il fait celui même qui sera un chassid, qui est au-dessus du tzaddik, à qui on dit qu'il a réparé toutes ses valeurs et qu'on dirait qu'il est né bon. Il dit même cette personne-là, elle n'est pas préservée de cette perte d'âme-là. Au Milano Gadon, mais Moshe Rabbeinu. C'est who is higher than Moshe? No one. Personne n'est au-dessus de Moshe. Look what happened. במה שכתוב, כתוב רבנו ז"ל, עד שיקצוף משה. ואפילו שנתכעס על דבר מצווה, וזה סוד פסוק, טורף נפשו באפו. So he said, look, Moshe, it's happened to him. What did he do?
He got angry and stuff.
Exactly. So you want water? Bah! Moshe, yeah, you remember the rock you ate? Yes. You know the guy I have to bring in Eretz Israel. It's not you. No, it's not the question of pity that now God will understand my temper. Dieu va comprendre. Who is more than Moshe? Save people just because he eat the rock. And look, he did 515 prayers. He said, "Hashem, let me in." He said, "Stop. Enough is enough."
Someone said that. Why they said stop? Because if you said one more prayer, then
This is the pshat.
that's not right.
This is the sword.
Right?
This is the simple way to try to connect people more of the Torah.
Yeah.
To give kind of ideology, way of life.
Yeah.
But when you study in that level, Akadosh is telling you, he paid the price.
Yeah.
Il a payé le prix. Even Moshe, it's happened to him. It's no more you, Moshe, so you will not enter there. You are another man, they are not one. Only we have the strength to write these things about our own prophets. Seulement nous, on a la force de créer son propre prophète. So he said like this. Il dit comme ça. Ve'afilu mitkaes al davar mitzvah. Even if you fall in anger for a good reason. You say, no, I wanted to do that mitzvah. The people were too late and I scream on them. Like Moshe, for example. They say it's not helping you at all. You lose also that soul. Ça ne t'aide pas, tu perds cette âme aussi. Basically, you kill your soul with your anger. Tu tues ton âme avec ta colère. Qui Adam, toref, veoset nafsho trefa. Parce qu'en faisant ce que tu fais, en rendant la colère, tu fais que ton âme devienne inéligible à la consommation, entre guillemets, à la kedusha. By doing that, you bring your soul to be illegitimate in the world of kedusha. Ou memita be'et afo be'kaso. And not only that, you are committing a kind of suicide. Suicide. Why? You kill yourself. Losing a soul. Called death. Perdu dans s'appelle une mort. So, you build the cars. What happened? You are killing yourself. Tu te tues. Ve'u toref oto. Umashlir oto mimeno. Nefal piche ose Adam tikunim. Nafsho mitzvat rabot. Akol nivadim legamre. He said, even if the man say, I regret. I will fix my sins. Je regrette, je vais fixer mes fautes. I will fast, je vais jeûner. Et c'est kol hakavod. It's good. But you are not taking back what you have lost. All the Torah you have studied 10 years, it's gone. Gone. Tout ce que tu as accumulé, c'est parti, c'est parti. You start from zero. It doesn't mean that you will not understand what you're reading.
Yeah.
But all the accumulation of what you have built, it's just destroyed. Can you build a new house in a place where a building fall? Yes. That's not what the building you built. Tu peux reconstruire une maison là où tu as cassé? Oui. Mais c'est pas ce que tu avais construit avant. You start from zero. Tu commences de zéro. C'est Akol nevadim legamre. Everything is lost. Totally lost. Tout est totalement perdu. Ki olechet oto anefesh v'nichneset acheret memkomo, because that soul is gone. It's no more you, and you have another soul. Tu as une autre âme. Le tsarir, l'arzor, le taken, kematrila. You have to restart everything from the beginning. Donc, commencer tout depuis le début. Bechem bekol pam bepam sheukas, and every time you fall in anger, you restart. That's why you saw in the text, Ilal Zaken. It will never fall in that trap. Et Zaken ne tombera jamais dans ce piège. Parce qu'il sait ce qu'il a perdu. Because you know what he's going to lose. You are the pillar of the generation. And you will be losing everything in one anger when you will be going on the Bet Knesset to pray for the rain. Nothing happened. Email, what's happened? You succeeded last year. Say, hey. Take the shofar, blow. Email, what's happened? Hey. You lose everything. Perds tout. Nimtza, il se trouve, find out qui Because ki balakaas and no takana, you have no hope just to restart again. But no hope to go back where you stepped last time before you fall in anger. Tu ne peux pas repartir en arrière là où tu t'es trouvé à partir de maintenant. That's why anger is worse than every kind of sin. C'est pour ça que la colère c'est pire que toutes les autres fautes. Qui ou tamid que kelev shav el kia. Il fait when you're in that position of anger, no, sorry, it's with hair on you. When you're in that position of anger, they say you are like a dog, always go back.
It's vomit.
Yes, there's vomit. Après, il dit, Ve'im haïta'a mitarebet bo eze neshama kedusha lesayo gam imistakelet. Even if you had a soul of tzaddik who wanted to help you, gam, even that soul goes. Même cette âme-là que tu as, en Ibour, elle part. Ve'alze ne'mar toref napshu ve'afur. That's why he said that you are killing or making pure your soul with your anger. Ve'lo yuchal yasig shum hasaga. Here it is. And you will not be able to achieve any kind of wisdom. It's done. So you're trapped in a very bad circle. You are here, you need that to go out from the anger. Tu es ici, tu as besoin de la sagesse pour sortir de cette colère-là. Mais en fait, en étant ici, ça ne peut pas exister. But by being here, this cannot exist. So you will never be fixed. You will fight your husband to work every day and you will be destroying by laziness. That's it. You're done. Tu es coincé parce que tu ne peux pas avoir ce qui va te sauver. Tu n'as pas la sagesse. Ça va te faire quoi? Tu deviens fainéante. Si tu crées la colère chez les gens, ainsi de suite. That's why you have to be careful. Never provoke anyone with your behavior to fall in anger. The responsibility is huge. Ne poussez jamais les gens à être en colère. Votre responsabilité est pire. C'est pour ça que je comprends jamais. I never understand people who don't understand that. Be nice. Sois gentil. Okay, you don't agree, you don't like, tu aimes pas, mais don't put someone in the position for an anger because you are basically telling him you will be losing all your spirituality now. I will push you to that point. This happens every time in Jewish couple. When they start, the purpose is to pitch, to say that words you're gonna hurt. When you're like this, your soul is a battle. Quand tu es comme ça, ton âme, c'est une mauvaise âme. In that case, Rabbanim, there's no pity. Someone who pinch with the words, with the behavior, just in order to push you in your limit, it's Yetzirah himself. It's the Satan. Because he's called in Ben Ishai, the one who put the fire on the anger. Il appelle celui qui met le feu dans la colère. So if someone don't make any effort to be just nice, just take your distance. Don't say anything. Take distance. Prenez votre distance. Feel it, sense it. It's always like that. Après, il dit. Ve'u, bonnet, ve'soter, kol, maché, bonnet. Everything you build, you destroy. Tout ce que tu construis, tu détruis. Ah, kol, char, averot, enam, torfim, ve'okrim, iman, etanefesh, rak, pogim, oto. He said, every sin you do, it just damage the soul. But the only one who make it impure and send even the original one, pure one, to the baddest place and take the baddest from the baddest place to bring inside, it's only anger. C'est que la colère qui fait ça. À prendre la pire âme qu'il y a là-bas pour mettre à l'intérieur de soi-même et pire que ça. Et rendre l'âme impure. Venisharbo, pgima. Haka, Sarir, Tikkun, Vekavanat, Rabat. Mais pour réparer la colère, il faut des tikkunim innombrables. You need very, very big number of tikkunim to fix the anger. L'arzor, leavi achar, les trefa. Veulai en lotakana. Kifi prinat, vetiut akas. Lachen sarir le izaer afilu bishum kas. That's why you have to be careful not to fall in any kind of anger. De faire attention de ne jamais tomber dans aucune forme de colère. That's why I'm very passionate with people. Je suis très patient avec les gens. But when I see someone who basically in his attitude, in his word, and in his behavior push the other to be in anger, I put him out from the yeshiva. À chaque fois que je vois quelqu'un qui, dans son attitude, dans ses mots, pousse les gens à la colère, You can be nice, it's not the problem. Tu peux être gentil, c'est pas le problème. But if I see in your behavior, you like that thing, to put people in the border of falling in anger, you have to separate yourself from that people. All the people who have been kicked out from that place were at this characteristic. That's it. Tous les gens qui avaient cette caractéristique ont été chassés de cette bête midrash. Mais la mitzvah, ou kimat, הרב ז"ל היה מוכיח את תלמידיו על שהיה כועס עם אחיו, שהיה קורא עמו. So even HaKadosh was really giving a lot of recommendations to his student, Rabbi Chaim Vital. He says, stop being in anger when you teach your brother. Arrête d'être en colère quand tu enseignes ton frère. Meaning, there's many people, they want you to understand fast that they're explaining. And when you don't understand fast, they start to, oh, what's happened with you? It goes like, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
I told you once.
Yes. He said, don't do that. Ne fais pas ça. ולא היה לומד כרצונו, והיה כועס עמו, ואפילו בזה היה מוכירו. So now, let's conclude. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? On va conclure. What's really happened what really happened to you when you fall in this and that in the days, months, years comes? Qu'est-ce qui se passe réellement quand vous tombez dans ces choses-là? Shalom, Amanit. Larita Jeffers. So it's like this. We stay Sarah l'écouter and we conclude. Alors, Sarah l'écouter, on va conclure. Daf, Kuf, Chaf, Gimel. Daf, Kuf, Chaf, Gimel. Sarah l'écouter. Listen to the picture. So a bit of conclusion, other conclusion. Look what he said. That is good. We're talking about the bracha that Yaakov will give to his sons. On parle de la bracha que Yaakov va donner à ses fils. It was a specific blessing which is very strange. Une bracha qui est très particulière, qui est très étrange. Et the bracha that you will give to Shimon and Levi. But what he said, Arur Afam. So he said about Shimon and Levi. Cursed be their anger. Que leur colère soit maudite. Ki az ve'avartem ki kushta halakem beYaakov ve'afitzam beYisrael. Israël. So let's see this passage. It's in Bereshit. Share with you. Bereshit. Yeah. 7. Okay, to share the screen. Donc, Bereshit 49, Pasuk 7. Il dit comme ça. Arura femme qui az gavartem ki kashata ala achalkaem beYaakov vafitzem beIsraël. Maudite soit leur colère, car elle fut malfaisante, et leur indignation, car elle a été funeste. Je veux les séparer dans Yaakov et les disperser dans Israël.
This is their rage, for it is intense. Their wrath, for it is harsh. I will separate you within Yaakov. I will separate them within Yaakov, and I will disperse them in Israel.
So now see what Tarakada said, the conclusion. זה הטעם שקלקל יעקב לכעסם של שמעון ולוי. C'est why Yaakov cursed the anger of Shimon and Levi. Pourquoi il a maudit leur colère? Les filles chez Israël aiment Rachamim.
Is that why they took vengeance?
Yeah, yeah. Even if they had good reason. Your sister have been raped. What's happened? Your father cursed you because you take revenge. What is that? This is the real Torah. Il dit, même si tu as voulu venger ta sœur violée, cette colère-là, on n'en veut pas. C'est le why. Because Israel, you are Rachamim. You have pity. והכעס אינו ראוי להם. And to have ka'as, it's not your identity, it's not your DNA, it's not your place. Tomber dans la colère, c'est ni ton identité, ni ton ADN. Qui? Why? Because ka'as bechik kelisim yanua. Because when you have anger, you are like a fool. You are kesil. וזה רומז באומרו שמעון ולוי אחים כלי חמאס. He say you are brother but you build weapons of violence. C'est des frères mais vous construisez des armes de violence. So what does it mean? You are not Israel. This is that. You have lost your soul. So how come we have many rabbis, many movements telling us this man made a major hangar in the city, in the Bet Knesset. That is still true. He said, no, you are not Israel. Why? Because first you lost your soul. And second, this is not the characteristic of the sons of Yaakov. T'es pas Israël. Tomber en colère et de t'es toujours le même, c'est impossible. The people lies to us. Après, il dit, Kelomar, Gozel ou Beyadam Akas, Kavanat Amro Aror Afam, Ki Az Vechole. Les filles, chez Yevcha, les Shumadam, chez Imtsa, Bli, et Terara. Yevcha, l'Adam, Imlo, Ye Imo, Sad, Kaas, Kede, les acheter mitzvot. Lequel Amorazak, Zrok, Baraa, les Talmidim. Omnam, Kaas ayotse min a geder eno min a haoui. So look, for sure, you need kaas. You need that kind of anger because it has been created. C'était créé. This helps you at least to complete the mitzvot. But what is forbidden is the anger will go over the boundaries, over the borders. C'est la colère qui dépasse les bornes. In the actions, in the thought, in the speech, and so on. And Yaakov say, I'm not there, il n'est pas là-bas. Mais that's why he say, curse be their anger, because anger is not a curse. It's something I've been created. But your anger, the way you live it, the way you express it, I'm not there. Yes.
Is that why King he became too proud?
Also,
and then he had mental illness.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Also the same.
So,
Yes. רוצה לומר, לא בשביל שיש להם כעס, אלא לפי שיעור עז. וגם כן, עברתם כי קשת. So he says there's a code. He said it's not because of your anger, because the anger has been created by Hashem. It's because your anger is az. What is az? It's the goat. Hey. C'est quoi az? C'est le bouc. What does it mean? You take the bad part of Azazel. When your anger goes over the boundaries, quand ta colère dépasse les limites, you are in goat mode.
so you become the scapegoat.
You become basically, your spirituality
Yeah.
is handled by the two angels which have been pushed away from the service. The two angels who have been aimed. And they went with women's of men. It's written Bereshit, two angels.
Two angels.
Yeah, we call them the Nephilim.
And then what?
We call them the Nephilim.
Yeah.
You say you are them.
Mm.
What does it mean? This is the kind of source entering inside of you.
Mm.
Okay.
That means it was only at that time it was only limud. This is my word. It could be that it was only limud who were given the ability and the capacity and the spirituality to fix the anger.
Yes. But then you see him is able to put a burn in the fire and to give to him his son. How can you do this and that? Some people, when you fight with them or they put you in jail, will never give you a hug after that. Yes. Put him in fire. Just take my son, no problem. What do you do? Eyes. Oui.
Ça veut dire quoi, une colère qui dépasse pas les limites?
C'est une colère en fait qui est dans le sens des 5 sens. C'est que tu as une kina, une jalousie pour Hachem. Ça,
Je pense à ça, mais je me suis dit que ça n'allait pas.
c'est ça. Ça veut dire pour ça. And he said, you are an as, because Shiour as, because it's as. וגם כן עברתם כי קשת. ומה עשה? חלקם ביעקב. So what did he do? He separated them in Yaakov. You understand? Vous comprenez ce qui se passe? Il les a séparés dans Yaakov.
Ça veut dire que c'est comme si ça retranchait du peuple.
Exactement.
Comment on dit quand elle retranchait le terme?
Correct.
Carrette, c'est chaud.
There's two levels. Before what you said, Rabbanit, that they are excluded. You don't have any right to have land. But look, he said, he separated them in Yaakov. Yaakov is the body. Israel is the body with the mochim. So you see what's happened? The brains. Yaakov, c'est le corps. Israël, c'est le corps avec le cerveau. Et c'est when you are in the level of anger, no matter who you are in your gender, male or female, you fall in the feminine domain, which is the body, Yaakov. When you say Bet Yaakov, we talk about the women because it's the body. When Yaakov received the blessing from the angel of Esav, he became Israel, being named Israel. He received the brains, il a reçu les cerveaux. So why the feminine, why the women are more attracted by the anger? Because being the body, they are easily attracted by the power of us. How do I know? It's written that that angel, they took the woman of the men.
Yes.
That's it. This is why the women, they fall easily anger. Parce qu'elles sont la proie de ces deux Azaël, de ces deux Ezim. Pourquoi? Parce qu'il y a marqué, ils ont pris les femmes des hommes. That's it. That's why you are more exposed. Parce que comme c'est écrit là-bas, que les deux anges déchus, ils ont pris les femmes des hommes. Ça veut dire quoi? La femme qui a une dimension de corps, elle est coincée dans le haz. Et c'est quoi le haz? C'est Yaakov. Donc en fait, une femme doit se sortir de cette prise que les anges ont eue sur elle. Meaning that women who have anger, they are among the gilguling of souls, the reincarnation of souls, which have been taken that's two angels once day in the past. Toutes les femmes qui sont des femmes colériques, elles sont des réincarnations de toutes ces femmes-là qui ont été prises ou qui sont sorties de ces âmes-là, qui avaient été prises par ces deux anges-là.
In London, used to have a man that emptied the dustbin. And one day, his wife, apparently, he killed his wife, but the judge let him free because his wife used to apparently always nag, and then he killed her with maybe blind anger.
Mm-hmm.
But he was let free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like you said, to all the women.
Là, oui.
Ça veut dire qu'ils ont perdu leur cerveau, ils sont tombés dans le corps.
Qui?
Le fils de Yaakov. En étant dans la colère.
Oui, c'est deux tribus qui n'ont pas de mourir.
Donc, est-ce qu'on peut faire le lien avec ce qu'on a vu cet après-midi?
Oui.
Ça veut dire qu'il y a un petit peu l'affaire aussi.
Bien sûr.
Et est-ce que, parce que est-ce que ça veut dire même dans l'aspect des deux tribus, ça concerne. Oui.
Bien sûr.
That's why people say blind anger.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really blind, it's that you, soul, has gone.
Absolutely.
And another evil one has come
Thank
and
you.
committed
Exactly.
oh,
So we understand that women trapped in anger, they are the eternal victims of these two angels because they have been taken from that time.
wow.
It's written, I will separate them in Yaakov. Say, you will stay in the dimension of body, but you will be separated. So the two tribes, Shimon and Levi, even if after the Levite they will become Cohen, they are trapped in that curse in the body. That's why the Zohar talk about the Kohanim coming out from Abraham. It's never level. And guess done. Tu te fais, c'est fini. Tu es séparé dans Yaakov, dimension du corps. Ces deux tribus-là, il leur manque le cerveau. They are missing the Mochinim, Shimon and Levi. And look, V'afitzam be'Israel. I will separate them in Yaakov. Je vais les séparer dans Yaakov et les disperser en Israël. What's the difference? You separate them in Yaakov and you scatter them in Israel.
Hey.
You see? C'est the cause?
separate them in
Yaakov and scatter them
in
in
Israel.
Israël.
Hey,
C'est dispersé. Pardon. Séparé dans Yaakov et dispersé en Israël. Have you ever seen brains being separated? You see what's happened? There's no lamb. Il n'y a pas de monde. Because Chochmah and Bina, they are always cut together. Exactly. This is the consequences of chaos. It's destroy everything around you. Ça détruit tout autour de vous. Une femme colérique détruit tout. Un homme colérique détruit tout. A woman with anger destroys everything. Relationship, family, kids, everything is gone. You are alone. No one wants to connect with you. A man with anger the same. Un homme avec le colère la même chose. You are alone. Because people are afraid of you. They don't want to connect with you. They don't want to be associated to your reputation. On ne veut pas se connecter avec toi. Fini. It's called separated in Yaakov. No one is your friend, physicality, and scattered in Israel. No one wants to even know what you think. Personne ne sait ce que tu sais, ce que tu connais, ce que tu penses. And we finished. כדי שיהיה לכל אחד מעט כעס. Why you do that? Because it's a kind of blessing, actually. By bringing you to be cut from everybody, you will be less exposed to falling anger. En étant coupé de tout le monde, tu seras moins exposé à être en colère. That's why, like I said, people who like to bring others in anger, they are not good people. Les gens qui aiment que les autres soient en colère, les pousser à bout, c'est pas des bons gens. Look what Hashem said, try to bring this down.
Et dans la dispersion, il y a une différence au niveau du degré de colère, parce que Shimon, il est dans le Bouddha, si je ne me trompe pas, et les Lévi'im, ils sont éparpillés un peu partout. Ça a une signification par rapport à cette colère-là.
Yes, I would not open it, because I was just giving the hint. But the two terms are related to the two tribes. One will be scattered, one will be spread. Un va être dispersé et un va être séparé. Scattered, it's the Levites. They are in the other people's right. They have to have, because they have no land. But Shimon have been put in the Kiddah, kind of kept in the Yehuda. So after we could enter, it's not the moment of the it's the big secret. And like this, you can find them also. Two people, if you remove them from the situation, the anger will up. It's over boundaries. Ces deux gens, si tu les retires de ces cadres-là, leur colère monte, c'est en dehors des On est fini. כדי שישלים המצווה, כאמור, אם כן פירוש, חלקם הפיצם וחוזר על כעס ועבירה. So the purpose is to help people to enter their chaos, not to bring people to be in anger. Le but, c'est d'aider les gens qui sont colériques, de ne pas pousser les gens à être en colère. Don't do this or don't do that. And this will bring to you peace. And you will have wisdom being built for you in your house, you, husband and wife. And Rabbi Victor Israel, you have a question? Baruch Adonai, amen, amen. Is there any question, Rabbi Victor Israel? You raise up your hand. Il y a des questions sur Internet? On the Facebook Live, YouTube Live? Any question?
Rabbi, c'est pour ça que dans Michelet, on dit que s'il est mieux d'habiter sous un toit que de vivre avec une femme coloureuse.
C'est ça, exactement. Exactement. C'est la phrase parfaite pour résumer ce que le Ben Ishraï a dit. Toda Rabba les Kula, merci à tout le monde, reposez-vous bien. Have a rest. Laila Tov, and see you tomorrow, Bezrat Hashem, in the daily limud. Bye bye. Laila Tov. Laila Tov. Toda, toda.
Ce que je veux dire par les détrivés, est-ce que dans une certaine